Hello, everyone. I'm setting things up. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Welcome you all. I see new faces for the Bliss Consciousness session today. Welcome, welcome. We are going to get started in a minute. Okay, sounds like we are ready to start. All right, for those of you who are new, so Bliss Consciousness Healing Program is a weekly group meditation session. So every week on Saturdays at the same time as today, I usually do this Bliss Consciousness Healing session. And what this is all about is helping you manifest your dream life. So that's what this program is all about. You can do it for 2 months, 3 months, that depends on you. But I have seen clients getting results as soon as maybe 1 or 2 sessions, because that's the format that we are using. And this whole healing actually came to me through divine channeling, that I work with channelers, and that's how this particular, I would like to call it a modality, but it's really not a one-on-one kind of modality. It is a group healing technique, and the importance of group is, I do not know if you have heard about Maharishi effect, and what that is when a group of people join together and do meditations, it actually impacts not just us, but it also impacts the energy, the collective energy. Especially, a lot of research studies were done on this, and that's what Bliss Consciousness is tapping into, the power of the group. So instead of you and me doing one-on-one session, what this group helps us do is, if there are 12 members, 15 members, it is 15 times more effective than one-on-one session. So that's the power of these group meditation healing that we are doing today. So let's get started. That was just a short intro for new members here. Let me share screen. So what we usually do is, first 30 minutes, as per the Bliss Consciousness Healing Program, we read one book a week. And all of these books are consciousness-based books of highest truth, the truth of who we are. And this also are books personally selected by me for this particular program. And last week, we read the book Power versus Force by David Hawkins, and we learned muscle testing and how we can use it as a truth detector for anything and everything in our lives. So that was the first book. And today, so first 30 minutes, we are going to do the book review, and then the next 60 minutes will be the healing session. So here we go. I hope all of you can see my screen. If any of you can't see my screen, just let me know. Okay, so you should be seeing the presentation now. Okay, good. So let's get started. Today's schedule, we are going to do first 30 minutes. We will be doing the book review, and today's book is Jose Silva's Everyday ESP. And this is one of the books close to my heart, and the techniques that is taught in this book is something that I usually use every day in my life. So that's why this is chosen as the second book for Bliss Consciousness Healing Program. So first 30 minutes we'll be doing that, then we'll get started with the healing, and every week we do a little bit different healing depending upon the group energy. So when I felt into today's group energy, I was able to feel a lot of fear of money. Last week we did baby self-healing, which was completely for love. But this week we are tapping into the fear. The fear in each one of us, the fear of money, is what we are going to get rid of, because that's what keeps us away from the abundance of life. Whether you're trying to manifest clients into your business, whether you're wanting to buy a new house, or whatever it is, that most of your dreams that you have sent me, always has something to do with money, which is why today I have taken fear of money healing that we will be doing, followed by a 15-minute silent mantra meditation. The mantra meditation comes from ancient Vedic philosophies, and the benefits of mantra meditation is just we cannot put it in words. So what this is going to be is we will be silent for 15 minutes while we repeat in our heads a certain mantra that I will be giving it to you. Today is going to be a new mantra for all of my previous members here. And then last 15 minutes is where we do the manifestation. And each week we do manifestation through different techniques. First week we did it through the quantum jump technique. Last week we did it through the chakras. And this week we are doing something called merging with your future self. And that is also a technique that is coming from this particular book that we are going to review today. So I can help you practice the techniques that is given in this particular book. So that's our schedule for today. So Jose Silva's Everyday ESP, what is it all about? Now Jose Silva has, he's passed a few years back, I believe, but he has done 30, 40 years of research into our own brain, our mind, and how to tap into our mind. And he has come up with this beautiful technique, which is helping us manifest our dreams, manifest even a small thing. When I say manifest, all of us think about something huge. But no, even something tomorrow, you need a flight ticket, which is getting canceled again and again, for example, even that you can create it, because at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. So what Jose Silva has done, he has created a specific technique that we can use in our daily lives to create everything, just a small thing. You're going for a trip and you want the trip to be happy. You can use this technique, sit for 10 minutes, create it. And usually that's done when if you're following the specific methods that he is giving. Okay. So alpha brainwave state is the brainwave state in which he recommends us to do this process. And I will be reviewing 4 different techniques that is shared in the book. The book contains more than that, but 30-minute review, I have just picked up the important elements of the book. Okay, so alpha brainwave state, what is it all about? Now, a lot of us who come from maybe hypnotherapy background or from other healing modalities, we might have gotten into theta brainwave state and we have learned the importance of that. But with Jose Silva's method, it's alpha brainwave state, and it's so beautiful, the amount of research that he has done and how we can, so all of us, for example, we might be meditating, but in meditations, we are taught to keep our mind silent, but that's not the way he does it. He allows the thoughts to create in that kind of meditative state, if you would like to call it that way. Now, what is this alpha brainwave state is all about? These 4 brainwave states, most of you might know it. Beta brainwave, that's what we are in when our eyes are open, we are talking, we are actively doing something. And what beta brainwave means is if you plug your head into that system, wiring system where they put it in and then you can monitor. In the monitor, you will see 20 cycles, 14 to 20 cycles per second. That's the brain waves that you can see in the monitor while you are in the beta brainwave state. Now, when you go into alpha, it will be 7 to 14. And according to Jose Silva, 10 cycles per second. Again, he has done all of this missionary research with all the brain missions or whatever it is called as. So I think it's better that we believe in his research because he has proved all of that. So what he says is 10 cycles per second is the best place to be in while you are creating the mental videos and stuff that I'm going to discuss about. So what he teaches mainly is how to get from this 10 cycles per second to 20 cycles per second. and he has specific techniques for that. And theta is where your brain wave goes down to 4 to 7 cycles, and then delta is the sleeping state, which is less than 4 cycles. He also has an amazing technique that he discusses in this book of delta brainwave, using the delta brainwave to solve your problems in life. Delta is again sleep. How can you make use of the 8 hours of sleep that we might be sleeping every day, 6 to 8 hours? How can you even make use of your sleep time to solve the problems in your life? How beautiful can that be if we can do that? So that's what this book covers. Okay, so entering into your alpha state. So the method that he says is to close your eyes, and he says to turn your eyes up slightly, about 20 degrees. So that will be slightly looking up. But you will be doing that when your eyes is closed. So you're closing your eyes and you're seeing as if your eyeballs are going up a little bit. So again, people with hypnotherapy background might know that when your eyes are looking up, you can easily enter into the alpha brainwave state. So that's number 1 step. And then he says to count down slowly from 100 to 1, about 1 second for each number there. So you will be like 100, 99, 98. So you will be going slowly until 1. So when you're counting back, he says the brain is going naturally going down and down, deep, slower and slower. So all we are trying to do is our brain wave going 20 cycles per second to we are trying to make it slow to 10 cycles per second. Next, once you reach to 1, he says, visualize, and I love his definition that he has given for visualization versus imagination. So what he says is visualization is when you close your eyes and imagine or think about anything that you have already seen in your past. So for example, when I'm closing my eyes and I'm thinking about maybe when I was 10-year-old, I got a prize in my school. So I'm thinking about that video that is running in my mind is visualization. Whereas imagination, according to him, the definition is something that you're creating new. Something that you haven't had in your past, something that you have never seen anywhere, but you are newly creating it. Creating maybe your future. You are imagining your future which hasn't happened yet, but you are imagining it, you're creating it. So that's what he says, imagination. So that's the difference between visualization and imagination. And here, entering into alpha state, visualization of any success seen from your past. So I have shortened it out just so I can fit it into the screen, but there's a huge explanation for each of these. So what he says is after you reach 1, so you are in your alpha brainwave state. In that state, you will you will visualize any scene from your past where you actually achieved success. Now, this might go back to your school days, to your college days, or when you were a child and you achieved something success, or even it can be yesterday. Something successful, that feeling of successful. He's telling us to imagine that success and feel that success, and then slowly count forwards. Once you're done with the visualization process, count forward from 1 to 5. And when you are counting forward, he says your brain wakes up. Whereas when you're counting backwards, your brain goes to sleep or goes down in its cycles per second. And he's also saying when you're counting up 1, 2, 3 slowly, and while you will keep saying, when I open my eyes, I'll feel better. So it's all about programming yourself with positive. But that's the first part of it. And he also recommends 40-day practice. So when you're just getting started for the very first time, thinking you have never done any kind of hypnotherapy or any kind of healing where it takes you down there, if that's the case, he's suggesting this 40-day practice. The first 10 days you will do 100 to 1. Next 10 days you will be doing 50 to 1. Sorry, there's this. So that is next 10 days. Okay, I noticed I didn't even put it in the presentation. Okay, so 50 to 1 and then 25 to 1 in the next 10 days, and then moving forward after 30 days, you will only have to do it from 10 to 1 and you will be already in the alpha state. So he says the more you train your mind to get to that level, the easier it is going to be. As well as usually children from the age of 7 to 14 are already in the alpha brainwave state. So if you have a child, for example, if you know a child who is 7 to 14-year-old, it's much easier for them to close their eyes and do meditation or going into the alpha state because they are already vibrating or their brainwave is already in the alpha state. But if you are above 14 years old, then you are vibrating at beta brainwave state, and therefore you need practice to get to that alpha state. Then 3 to 1 method. So this is the next technique that he shares. The 3 to 1 method is again to help you go into that alpha state. So in 3 to 1 method, what he says is again counting down from 50 to 1. And once you reach there, he is telling us to program our mind using the numbers 3, 2, and 1. So with the 3, it is physical relaxation. So when you're doing this for the first time, you're doing 50 to 1 countdown, and then from there you will do the physical relaxation. And how you do that is by relaxing, slowly imagining your head. Again, he has explained this in detail, but imagining your head getting relaxed, and as if he says, imagine as if it is disappearing. So that level of relaxation, and then face and eyes and legs and going down until your toes. So that is physical relaxation. And for that, you will program your mind to the number 3. So how you do that is once you reach your toe, you will think the number 3 in front of your eyes as if blinking, flashing 3. So what that helps you do is you are registering the number 3 to that particular state that you are in after you have physically relaxed yourself. So first, maybe 5 to 10 times when you're doing it, you will program your mind to the specific number. And later on, you don't have to do the physical relaxation. You just have to imagine the number 3 flashing in your mind. And when you do that, your body will automatically go into physical relaxation. You don't have to go through this process. So it's mind training by, okay. So then number two is mental relaxation. For mental relaxation, he suggests going to a beautiful garden or a beautiful beach, whatever it is that you like. And he says, imagine at least 3 scenes. Imagine first scene where you are in beach and just tranquil and just in peace. Second, maybe you can think about being in nature, and next maybe you can think something else, whatever you like. So, and then after you do the 3 scenes for your mental relaxation, you will imagine number two flashing in front of you. And again, you are programming your mind to that mental relaxation level with the number 2. So that's what this is about. And then he says you to imagine 1 flashing in front of you. And that means you have already entered into the alpha state. So initially when you're programming yourself, it might take a little longer as you are programming these numbers in, but later on, and now, for example, I had been practicing this for a long time. So nowadays how I do it is I just count from 10 to 1. And after that, I see 3 number flashing, and then for a few seconds. And then I see number 2 flashing in front of me. And then I'll see number 1 flashing in front of me. And I'll be already in alpha. Okay, so now we are moving into the manifestation that he teaches in this book. So that is, he never uses the word manifestation, by the way. All of these books are written almost 20 years back. And the words that he uses was new to me, because nowadays we talk about manifestation, creating and all of that. But his words are totally different. So you might have to read the book to learn and understand his perspective and point of view towards all of these. Okay, so 3 scenes technique. So here comes how you can solve your problems. So once you enter into alpha level, you can enter into alpha level by counting down and then using the 3 to 1 method. So once you are in your alpha level, the 3 scenes method is about, once you are in the alpha state, you will imagine as if you are sitting in front of a movie theater, the very first row in the movie theater. So you have to look up to watch the movie, right? So you'll be imagining your eyes would automatically go up inside when you're closing your eyes, and your screen will be above you. And there you will see the first scene you're going to see is your current problem. What is the problem in your life? And you will be running it like a video as if playing in a movie theater. And you will see as much detail as possible. So let's say, for example, you have financial problems in your life. If that's the case, you will be imagining all of whatever is your current situation, all your fear of money or fear of not getting clients, all the problems when you're doing marketing, people not replying you, all the current problems or obstacles that you're having in your life, you will see it in that scene, the first scene. After you have done as much as possible in detail, you have created this video of your problem, then you will imagine slightly this second scene, second movie screen, which is a little bit towards your left side. So he chooses left side because I think he says right side is your past, and left side, when you're seeing left, it shows you your future. So that is something, again, from his research that he has found, researching in the brain and the mind, whatever it is. So moving the scene to a little bit left side. So now your eyes is as if looking to left side a little bit. And in the second scene, you will see yourself taking some actions to solve your problems. So that might be you starting to heal yourself, or you starting to learn what money is and overcoming your money challenges, or you will be marketing, for example. If you're not getting clients, then you will see yourself doing some kind of marketing activities, or whatever it is. Whatever is your action step, whatever comes to you at that alpha state, you don't have to prepare for it. You automatically go there and you start seeing what action steps can I take to overcome my problem. And those action steps will be playing in the scene number 2. And again, visualize and imagine all of those scenes as detailed as possible. See yourself taking those action steps. And then comes the third scene. For the third scene, you will still move a little more towards your left. And this beautiful screen towards the left end of you. The third scene is you overcome your challenge and the final successful solution that you would like to get. So that's what the third scene is. So you will see yourself successful. You will see money in your bank account. You will see paid clients coming in and registering for your services and booking sessions with you. You will see that money coming into your PayPal account or bank account, whatever that is. So you will see the final success results of what it is that you want to achieve. So those are the 3 scenes. And after you have done the third scene, you will slowly count yourself back out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 5. And again, using the same way, when I open my eyes at number 5, I will be completely happy and joyous and successful and feeling successful. So again, programming yourself and getting out of it. So he suggests you can do it 1 or 2 times a day. And as well as the best times to do this is number 1, when you wake up in the morning. Again, because that's when you're coming out of alpha state. It's easy for you to go back to alpha state when you're waking up in the morning. And number 2, the second good time to do it is after your lunch, because usually we are a little sleepy, maybe a little bit after our lunch. So he says that's the second best time. And then the last is before you sleep. So those are the 3 times he recommends when you can do this. So I personally do this at least 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and at night. At night, there's a different technique that I'm going to share with you. So what this helps you, as well as one of the major points that he says again and again, is not to be selfish and not to anything that you are using these methods to manifest should benefit at least 2 or more people on earth. He says the more number of people who will get benefits out of what it is that you are creating in your mind, the better and easier the solutions you will get. So for example, when you're seeing this third scene, if at all you are, most of you in the call, you are healers or wanting to become healers or therapists. So in the third scene, you will see clearly people who are getting benefited out of your services. It is not always about you, and getting money in your bank account, not just you, but also when you keep it as many people. So imagine your clients getting results, for example. Imagine others getting benefited. If you are manifesting to create a new job or to apply for a new job, for example, see yourself going to that job, helping that company grow. So there are other other people involved in it. The more people you involve and the more people whom you are trying to benefit out of this particular creation you are creating, the easier it will manifest. So that is one of the major points he says again and again, over and over again in the book. Okay, so this is a third technique, which is the mental video technique. This is the delta brainwave. So this you will do right before you go to sleep. And I love the way how he puts this. So first of all, the technique is all about you going to the alpha state as usual, counting from 50 to 1, followed by the 3 to 1 method. After which you will create he says to create 2 videos. And what you're doing is you are creating 2 videos, and before you go to sleep, in the last statement here, I have explained it. Go to sleep with intention of delivering these mental videos to your tutor while you sleep. So what this is he beautifully explains that we are all here in the physical dimension, and there's something called the spiritual dimension out there, and people or beings in the spiritual dimension have sent us to this physical dimension with certain tasks or certain mission that we have to achieve in this particular life. And he gives this beautiful example of astronauts going to moon or to a different place, and then there is the station here, who the scientists here who communicates with these astronauts there and help them achieve their mission. So that's what he says this is like. So there's the spiritual dimension out there, from where the beings there have sent us here in the physical dimension, and we are here to achieve the mission that they have given for us. But there is no connection. If there is no connection between us and them, then they will not be able to guide us to achieve our mission. So what he says is that is what our alpha brainwave state is. And the images that you have, because he says the beings in the spiritual dimension cannot hear words. They can only see the images in your mind. And therefore, that's how you send these messages to that spiritual dimension. Which is why it's not about words. You're not saying anything. You are imagining with the images, and all the images that comes in your mind is automatically getting delivered there. And they will know, okay, this particular person is going through this problem, they need the solution, and they will help us to have that solution, or maybe they have a better solution for us and they will start helping us. So as healers, we know what the truth is, but I love the way he put it, right? When we think of it that way, that we are here for a mission, and we are here to, and he says the general overall mission of humans on earth, we are all here to make earth a better place to live. All 8 billion people who are here on earth, we are all here to make Earth a better place to live. So that's our general goal. And anything and everything that you're doing, whether you're doing a job, you're going for a job, you're doing a business, a healing business, whatever it is, your primary intention should be to help others, to create a better Earth, to make Earth a better place to live. If that's your intention, the beings in the spiritual dimension will help you achieve that mission, is what he says. It's a beautiful, fun reading book, and I love the way he says it. He puts it in this way, which is nice. Okay, so going back to the mental video technique. So you are about to sleep at night, you are sitting straight in your bed, you're going into your alpha state, and then you will create 2 videos. First video is all about your current problems. Exactly, again, as much detail as possible. You're making one full video of your current life situation, all the problems that you are facing. And once that is done, he says, convert problem into project. And I love his definition between a problem and a project. A problem is something that you don't have solution for. And when you change it into a project, it is something that you are working on. A project is something that you're working on to find a solution. So if you have it as a problem meaning there's no solution to it. You do not know how to solve it, right? So convert the problem into a project where you know the solution, you at least know what you want, the end result that you want. So he says, convert the problem into a project so that it's no more feeling like, oh, I have financial problem. No, I have a financial project that I'm working on. So the minute you change it, the energy of it changes. And I love the way he defines it. And then you will create your second video. You will create it with your imagination, not visualization. First video, you did visualization of your current life. Second video, you will do imagination of the solution that you want, the final end result that you want. You will imagine the solution. You will create a complete video of it, as much detail as possible, with your bank account or whatever it is, the final results, the number of people who are getting benefited out of the solution that you're trying to do. And then you will go to sleep with an intention to sending these 2 mental videos be delivered to those beings there in the spiritual dimension. And then when you go to sleep, he says, answers can come to you within 2 to 3 days. Within 2 to 3 days, you will start seeing, maybe it can come in your dreams, or it can come in your day-to-day life, like signals here and there from the universe. So it's amazing. I do this personally every day, and I have seen the results of it, which is why I have included this book in this program. So I highly, highly recommend, if you haven't read this book, please do read it. But one last word about this book. There are few chapters in this book which is not about the techniques, but about the mindset. And I have seen, and I also did some muscle testing to calibrate. Again, muscle testing comes from the previous book we learned. So when I calibrated it, I found that it is not true. And again, from my own learnings, I was able to understand that it is not true, where it little bit hit upon the topic of money and being of service to others, not expecting money from others, all of those old love of money is root of all evil kind of stuff, a little bit. So I would recommend, if you're reading this book, of course, you can take all these techniques and use it. But again, we have to understand the information is from 20 years back. So at that time, whatever they believed to be true is what is in there. So make sure you're not taking in negative beliefs, for example, or beliefs that are limiting yourself. So that's one small caution that I would like to tell. That's it about the book. So let's move on. So today's silent mantra meditation that we will be doing is the mantra called Dhroom. So I will be repeating this 3 times before we go into the silent mantra meditation during the healing. And what this gives us, again, today, as I said, we are working on fear, especially fear of money, which is why I have chosen this particular mantra. Each week we will be using different mantras. The mantra itself is all about the sound that it creates. Most of you might know about the Om mantra, and it is said that the universe itself was created from this sound of Om, and it is always in there. So that's what it is. So the sound of these particular words or the mantras have the power to help us heal, to let go of the negative, limiting, heavy energies that we might have. So that's why we are doing silent mantra meditation. And today's this is the seed for the feminine principle called Durga. This comes from Vedic philosophy, has nothing to do with any religions whatsoever. And this particular mantra invokes protection from that which is feared. So this kind of forms like a protective layer around us and helps us let go of all those fear. Since the topic of today is all about fear, I have chosen this particular mantra, and it is so powerful. 15 minutes of repeating this silently. You will repeat it in your mind. All of us in this call will be silent, including me. We will be just repeating this word boom in our mind for 15 minutes. And if this is your first time, you're going to do silent meditation, you will see the power of it right after this particular session. Okay, so the book for next week, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise. Now, you are in for a treat if this is your first time you're going to read this book. I hope you have already, you already know about this book. I'm wanting the Bliss Consciousness Healing Program members to read this, because this forms the foundation to all. And I'm not going to say what it is. So this is the foundation upon which we will be building our future sessions. So this is such a pivotal book that I feel every single human on earth should read. So in for a treat for the next week. That's it. My presentation is over. We are starting with the healing session now. I hope you enjoyed all of that. Okay, so let's get started. You can drink a little bit of water. You will be closing your eyes for the next 1 hour. So make sure you are comfortable. I would recommend all of you to please be on mute. So anything that you would like to share, we will open the call up towards the end. Okay, let's get started. You can close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And make sure you are breathing out longer than you're breathing in. So breathe in, and when breathing out, give a long sigh of relief, letting go of the day and bringing back your attention into your heart. Imagine all your energy just entering into your heart. Just imagine it, create this video in your mind where you're seeing your energy entering into your heart. And inside your heart, you're able to see this beautiful spark of light, which looks like a star. And now slowly expand the spark of light. And this is what we call the Atman, the individual soul that you are. And this is Atman to Brahman meditation, which is going from your individual self and connecting to the universal consciousness. So keep expanding it, expanding this beautiful glittering star into a beautiful ball of light all around you. all around your body, and now expand it even bigger throughout the building that you are in. See this beautiful shine, and inside this light, you don't see your physical body anymore. You see that you have just become energy. And you don't see the physical building anymore. You see all of that has just become energy. And expand this ball even bigger throughout the whole city that you are in. And now expand it even bigger. As big as possible. Throughout the country that you are in. And now expand it throughout this earth. Just like a balloon, see it expanding in all 6 directions. Up and down and right and left and front and back. Expanding in all 6 directions at the same time. Now we are going and expanding it even bigger and out of the earth. Going up through all the planes of existence and joining in and merging with this beautiful unconditional love light of the universe, of the creator, of the divine. See the doors opening up and imagine this universe is circular, and whatever you're accessing at the top, you can access at the bottom as well. The beautiful 7th plane of existence. See it in all 6 directions and expand in all 6 directions, not just above you. And see this beautiful white tingly light with golden sparkles all around. Imagine it, visualize it, and see it in your third eye, using your third eye. See the truth of the universe and becoming one with this beautiful, unconditional love and light. All you see is just energy and light. We are now going to the healing temple. So now imagine all of us in the call and everyone who are going to watch the replay of this. See all 20 of us walking and going into the healing temple in the 7th plane of existence. And this healing temple looks beautiful, like a big white dome. And it's circular in shape, and it is so huge. There's crystals all around, and it is so shining. All you can see is just light shining through this beautiful dome. See all 20 of us entering into this dome. And inside this healing temple, you will see beautiful alchemy symbols. And you will hear the sound of the bells, the sound of the singing bowls, the beautiful calming sound. And you will feel so peaceful and calm. See all of us entering in, and right in the center, you will see a huge, like mandala, a beautiful alchemy, circular shape of sacred geometry. And all 20 of us are sitting in circle, holding our hands right and left, and sitting on the floor. And closing our eyes. And we are now going to invite all of our guides and angels. You can now set your intention and call forth on them. And they are already here. The second you set the intention, they are already here for you. And each of us have 2 or more guides. And all of them are, the guides and angels are forming circles behind us, around us. And there are these circles and circles going outside and around us, as there are so many guides and angels for all 20 of us. They are here to help us get the best healing. And now I would like for you to call forth on your spirit animal. Every one of us have usually 1 or more spirit animals. You can call on them. And even if you don't know who your spirit animal is, that's completely fine. Whichever animal you absolutely love, whichever animal comes in your mind first, see it coming to you and sitting in your lap as you are sitting in the circle. And spirit animals usually have amazing positive qualities like courage and confidence, and they are here to help us gain these positive qualities. I'm now asking all of our spirit animals to send us a healing, their healing power, the courage, the confidence, the bravery, the love, compassion, playfulness, joy, and happiness. And see this energy entering into you. And say thank you to your spirit animal. And the energies that are being sent from all spirit animals are being received by everyone. And feel all these positive energies entering into you, and allow yourself to receive them. And now I'm asking the guides and angels around us to send us their blessings and their healing. Everything that you are ready to release at this time. All the fear, all the anger, all the resentment, all the past life beliefs, all the limitations that you had been holding. Everything that you are ready to release at this time in your life. Let this beautiful high vibrational energy from your guides and angels uplift and remove and transmute the heavy energy that you are holding. And see your energetic vibrations increasing as you sit with your guides and angels. They are usually vibrating at 50,000 frequency or above, while we are vibrating at 300 or 400. So you will feel the difference in this high energy vibrational frequency entering into you. And all this beautiful healing that is being sent by the guides and angels will be received by all 20 of us. And now we are invoking the violet flame of transformation and transmutation. I want you to imagine violet flame right in the center of the circle. See the fire, see the flame. And it is not hot, it is just warm. And let's now allow the violet flame to expand into us. And throughout this beautiful circular room, throughout the healing temple, you are sitting in this violet flame. And the power of violet flame is that it transmutes all the negative energies, negative entities, any attachments, any cords that is not for your highest good gets automatically transmuted in this violet flame. Feel the flame around you and breathe it in and allow this flame to release and clear and transmute all the heavy energy, the fear, the anger, resentment, worry, guilt, shame that you are holding on to. I want you to tune into your energy field at this time. Each one of us have our own personal energy fields that's like a beautiful sphere around you. And look into the sphere as you are in this beautiful alpha brainwave state. You will be able to see it clearly when you tune in to your energy field. Where do you see darkness? Where do you feel heavy energy? And the difference is, the truth is always light. It feels so light. And the falseness is always heavy. It's dark. And tune into your energy field and see, where do you see light and where do you see darkness? Where do you feel it so light and where do you feel it so heavy? Where in your body do you feel the heaviness? And what does this heaviness represent? Is it fear? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it lack of self-love? Is it resentment towards you? Resentment towards others? Is it your limiting beliefs? Is it lack of self-worth? Feel into it. What is this heavy energy? And are you now ready to release it? It has shown itself to you because you are ready to release it. And now I want you to imagine as if you are putting your hands are filled with light and removing this heavy energy out from your body and offering it to this violet flame. See yourself offering it to this violet flame out of your body and see it getting transmuted in the violet flame. All the negative energies that you are holding on to, clearing and transmuting it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Clearing and transmuting it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Let's now call forth on the Source Creator, the Divine Higher Intelligence, the Universal Consciousness, however you would like to call it as. See this beautiful, and the Source doesn't have a physical body. It's just light. And it's the highest vibrational frequency light, completely filled with unconditional love. Let's now invite the source, all that is. See it coming, see the beautiful light coming right in the center of the dome, like a beam of light in the center of the circle. And see it clearly as you can see it. Visualize it and imagine it. Beautiful light with sparkling golden sparkles all around. And now I ask the source light to expand. It is now expanding in us, into us, and through this whole healing temple. This beautiful healing temple has flowers, and you can feel the fragrance of it, the smell. It has beautiful smell of incense. And we are now stepping in and clearing the fear of money. The fear of money that is inside all of us. I'm asking this energy of fear of money to come up, up, up. Love yourself. Tune into your body, into your energy field. Where is the fear of money inside you? And when is the first time you're going to see a scene in your mind? As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will see a specific scene in your mind the very first time when you duplicated this fear of money from others. The very first time that you experienced this fear of money in your life. 3, 2, and 1. You are right there. You're able to see yourself. This might be your childhood. The very first time in your life you learned to fear money, to fear scarcity. And now I want you, the scene that you're seeing, we are going to change this past. So I want you to become your God self, the higher self, or however you want to call it as, the God self in you, the higher self. I want you to step into the scene as your God self and see yourself like a beautiful God or goddess and shining in light, and see this younger self of yours. Look at the eyes of the child that you are, the very first time that you learned to fear money. Look at yourself. Look at the eyes of the child. And I want you to place your hands as your God self. Place your hands over the crown of the child. And transmit this beautiful unconditional love. And see this beautiful white golden light going into the child, releasing this fear that the child is absorbing from others, the fear that the child is learning from others. This fear of money, this is not yours. You just duplicated it from maybe your parents, your society that you were brought up in. So this is not yours, and you are now ready to release it right now. And see this beautiful golden light of abundance coming in through your God self and entering in to your child self, to your younger self. And look at the energy field of this child. See, usually the energy field of the child is usually at a very high vibrational state because the child doesn't have any fear or anger or worry or guilt or shame. It's the child who duplicates all of these energies from others. So it's easy for the child to release this because it doesn't belong to the child anyways. And see the heavy energy of fear, this fear of money, and see it. What color does it look like? It might be dark, it might be brown or black, or whatever color you're seeing it as. There's no right or wrong. And see this color of this energy releasing from the child's energy field, and see this beautiful white golden light filling the energy field of the child. And see the child smiling again, smiling with joy, smiling with happiness, ready to play and jump and have fun. As your God self, I want you to hug this beautiful child and see your energy of abundance transmitted into the child. Take a deep breath and give a breathe out as you're releasing. Just releasing all of that. Now I want you to tell this beautiful child, you are abundant. You are money. Money comes to you naturally. You are made up with the energy of money. Money is not separate from you. Money is inside you, and there is abundance of money inside you. And whenever you want throughout this life, you can have money when you look inside you. You just have to touch your heart and say, I am money, and you will have money. Money is your friend. And from today, you are gonna be friends with money. You're gonna love money, just like your best friend. Whenever you call it, it comes to you. And all you have to say is, money come, and the money will come to you. Because money is inside you. It's not outside of you. Throughout this life, you're gonna live with abundance. There is no scarcity, there is no lack, and there is no need for fear of money. When you fear money, you're just fearing yourself because you are money. When you love yourself, you are loving money. And when you love money, money comes to you. From today, you are deciding to love money, and you love money from now. You love yourself as much as you love money. And you love money as much as you love yourself. And I love you. And I'm here to make you abundant, to keep you abundant, to help you be abundant. Because abundance is your birthright. And see the child jumping in joy. And see yourself filled with tears of joy. And with this, we are changing your past. And the past that we have changed in this session is going to remain the same. Because there is no time. Time is just an illusion. Your past, present, and future exist right in this moment. And therefore, the changes that you have done in your past is going to be permanent. From today on, you are changing your past to a new timeline. And by changing the route, you have changed your past. And everywhere that you have experienced lack and scarcity in your past, let's now clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, for all mind shots, poison, beyonds. Clearing and transmuting all the fear, all the lack, all the scarcity beliefs that you duplicated from others. When you came into this planet Earth, you were abundant. The beautiful little baby that stepped into this world was abundant, but you just learned this lack and scarcity and fear from others. And you are now letting go. Because you know that you are a small spark, the source of the divine. And how can the divine or the source be in lack or scarcity? Take a deep breath. We are now starting with the 15-minute silent mantra meditation. For the next 15 minutes, I will be silent. And you will hear, you will still be in this healing temple, in this violet flame. The transformation and the transmutation will happen. And you will hear the sound of this mantra. I'll be repeating it 3 times, and you will continue repeating it in your mind for the next 15 minutes. If thought comes, that's completely fine. It's part of the healing process. Do not judge yourself for your thoughts. Allow it to come and go, and tune back into this mantra that repeats in your mind. Take a deep breath. Dhum. 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 Take a deep breath. And we are now proceeding with the manifestation process. Anything and everything that is released, ready to be released as a result of this healing, as a result of this mantra that we did, clearing and transmuting across all time, dimension, space, and realities. Clearing and transmuting all of that across all time, dimension, space, and realities. So now we are going to do the manifestation using the 3 scenes technique that we learned from the book. So you can use this and start practicing it every day. So now we are already in the alpha brainwave state, even deeper than that. So now I want you to imagine a huge movie screen, as if you're sitting in a movie theater in the front row. I want you to, as if you're looking up a little bit into the movie screen. And this first scene, the first screen, you are seeing your current life situation exactly as things are. The problems that you are facing, the problems that you're trying to overcome, the solutions that you're searching for. And this can be not having enough money. It can be something that you're trying to do, not having enough clients, not being able to get paid clients, or wanting to change your job, not liking your current situation as things are. I want you to run the video of your current life with as much detail as possible. See yourself waking up in the morning, looking at your bank account or looking at your situation, feeling worried, not being able to get what it is that you want. See yourself being frustrated or worried. Maybe you are sad, whatever your emotions are. Take a video and see the video completely with as much detail as possible. See yourself struggling hard to get what it is that you want and not being able to get it. And now we are moving on to the second scene. Just towards your left a little bit, you see another screen. And this scene, you are now taking actions. And this can be that you're doing healing sessions, you're taking new healing programs, or you are doing marketing if you want to get clients. You see yourself, your daily actions, the action steps that you are taking to improve your situation. And this might be you quitting your job, or taking a new job, or trying or applying for a new job, whatever it is, the action steps that you are taking to overcome your situation. Again, as much detail as possible, I want you to run that video completely. See yourself waking up in the morning, sitting down and taking those action steps. Beautiful. And now the third screen is appearing further away in your left side. And in this screen, you're able to see yourself successful, finally getting what you wanted, getting those paid clients. You're seeing that money coming in. You're feeling that joy, that happiness that you were always wanting for. You're seeing yourself becoming successful at what you are doing. If you're setting up your healing business, you're seeing your clients coming in and see yourself receiving that money from your clients and see that money in your bank account and see the numbers coming in. If it is money, it can be $100, it can be 30 pounds, whatever it is. See that number clearly in your mind and feel it. How do you feel when you're receiving this? How do you feel when you have finally got what you wanted? How do you feel? How do you feel this abundance, this success, this joy, laughter? Are you jumping around with joy? And see the video of it in detail. And how has your life changed? You have achieved what it is that you wanted to achieve. How has your life changed? How do you wake up in the morning? How do you go by through your day? What energy, state, vibration are you vibrating at? And how are you accomplishing your tasks? How are you doing your healing or the work that you're doing? What mindset, what positive attitude do you have? When you have achieved what it is that you wanted, how has your life changed? And how does your evening look like? Do you take a break? Do you go walk in the nature now that you have achieved what you wanted to achieve? There's happiness, there's joy, there's freedom in your life. And how does your night look like? Do you go to bed early? Maybe you're reading a book because you have the time now to do it. And how peaceful do you feel that you have achieved the financial abundance, the freedom that you always wanted? And I want you to tune in to the energy field of you. How does your energy field look like when you have got what you wanted, when you have achieved success? Is it full of light? What color do you see in your energy field? Is it filled with golden? Is it filled with white? Or it can be pink, it can be green. Just tune into the color that you're seeing when you're happy, when you're joyful, when you have achieved what it is that you wanted. When you are living your dream life, how does your energy field look like? And feel the excitement. And are you in gratitude? Are you saying thank you? Thank you, universe, for helping me create my dream life. Thank you, source. Thank you, creator. Thank you, guides and angels. Thanks to yourself. Are you feeling gratitude towards yourself for taking all of those actions? And feel that gratitude towards you. Say that thank you for yourself, for overcoming your hurdles, for having that determination, that passion that you had, that kept you going. And now, how has your energy field changed? With so much gratitude, so much love and abundance in your life. Now, I want you to imagine getting up from that seat in the movie screen, in the movie theater, and walking into the screen. You are able to walk into the screen, and you are able to see your future self. You're looking at your future self, that bright, beautiful, golden, white, whatever color it is. See your future self smiling and happy and joyous. And I want you to go ahead and hug her or him and merge. As you hug, you're seeing yourself merging and becoming one with your future self. And you have now become one with your future self. And when you look around into your energy field, you see these beautiful colors. And you feel that joyfulness, that excitement and happiness and gratitude and love for yourself. For you have achieved what you wanted to achieve. Now, all these three scenes in the healing temple, you are walking towards your primary guide. It's okay even if you don't know who it is. You will automatically be being taken to them. Just walk towards them and hand over these three videos to them. And tell your guide, this is the solution that I want in my life. And now I surrender it to you. It's your responsibility to help me manifest this. And your guide says, so it is, my dear one. So it is, my love. Your dreams shall come true now, as you have surrendered it to me. And your guide is blessing you as they keep the hands on your crown, on your head. And allow yourself to receive this blessing of abundance, this blessing of joy. And feel the gratitude. Say thank you. And your guide is hugging you as you feel this gratefulness and gratitude. And feel the love, feel the unconditional love that these divine beings have for us. And see how delighted they are for us taking the steps to heal ourselves, being committed to change ourselves and change the world. See how happy they are. Hear their laughter, their smiles. And feel their love towards you. For you are Dear precious little child, with that gratitude, we are now going to come back. Take a deep breath as we slowly come back down with gratitude to the universe, gratitude to all the guides and angels, gratitude to the healing temple, gratitude to all the experiences that we have had, slowly coming back into the earth. I will now count from 5 to 1. When I reach 1, you will be back in your body. 5, coming back down with the sense of peacefulness, with the sense of happiness and joy. 4, 3, wiggling your toes and fingers as you are now entering into your body. 2, having a beautiful smile in your face for all that you have achieved today, all that you have accomplished today. Appreciating yourself for being so committed for your change. Feeling gratitude for yourself. 1, take a deep breath and stretch yourself and slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Oh, you can drink some water if you would like. I hope you all liked it. And I would love to hear your feedback. You can send me a message. I would love to hear how it was, how the journey was, and how you're feeling after the session. I'm looking forward to receive a message from all 14 of you in the call, because that gives me the confirmation, that gives me the inspiration to do what I'm doing. So I love hearing the feedback, regardless of you had been with me for long or not. Just send me a message with your experience. Since it's a group session, I really don't have this opportunity to talk with you one-on-one. So please do send a message. Thank you. See you all in the next call with this amazing, beautiful book that we have for next week. Lots of love, drink lots of water, take some rest, and love yourself. Love yourself as much as possible. Thank you everyone. Please send me a message, a private message in Messenger. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you. Bye-bye, I'll let you go. Thank you.